The fate of the Keystone XL Pipeline still hangs in the balance after a scathing report by the EPA that could jeopardize the president's approval of the project. But lawmakers have a way to cut the president out of the picture altogether. A bill to drop the president from the process won bipartisan approval today from a House committee. It is a victory for labor leaders rallying today in support of all the jobs, something like 42,000, that pipeline would bring. But is it too little too late? Texas Congressman Louie Gohmert, who's a member of the committee which voted today, joins me now to discuss it. And let me start with you. Is it too little too late?
Adam, for some things it's never too late. One of them. It would have been better to go earlier. There would have been more people employed. It would have helped the president's employment numbers. But it's not too late to give people jobs and let them make their own way, and to have that oil coming in the United States instead of going toward China. So we think it's not too late. It's a good thing.
So it passes out. The bill passes out of committee. If the House passes it, and if the Senate were to pass it, it would still need the president's signature, would it not?
Yes, it would. But then he's on the horns of a dilemma.
Yes.
Do you really want to veto a bipartisan bill that's going to get people off the welfare rolls, get them making much more money than they've probably, most of them have ever made, and really help the country when it comes to energy issues? Or do you want to placate some small group of voters whose votes you will never, ever again need? I think it's time to quit trying to placate voters that you don't need anymore and do what's best for the country.
The conventional wisdom, and the CW gets it wrong all the time, but I thought that
Wait a minute, Adam. Adam, you're saying there's wisdom in Washington?
No, I'm talking about even worse among my people, the press corps. I thought that the theory was that the president, after being reelected, would approve Keystone. Even though the EPA has come out with this scathing report, wasn't the momentum that he was going to say yes to this?
Well, people thought that he would, because he no longer would have to try to pander to a small group of voters, and instead could be the hero for people being able to work, and be a hero even for unions who are wanting these union members and wanting the new union members that will come out of these jobs. So, yeah, among the press corps, that was the wisdom, but unfortunately that didn't get to the White House. But now it's really playing out that way. So what are you going to do? Why would you veto this when it's going to create jobs, it's going to help us with energy issues, and if you don't, this oil is going to go through a pipeline that will be constructed and head toward China. It'll go west instead of south.
It'll go west through Canada, and then they'll unload in Vancouver.
Yeah, and it just makes no sense all the way around.
So let me wrap this up with you, Representative, because the likelihood that this bill would get passed by the Senate is almost nil. What's the next step?
I wouldn't give it those low.
Okay.
Well, I think the pressure is going to be increasing. And when you see people like Max Baucus decide that the pressure cooker is just... Maybe I should just say the pressure is going to be so great that it's time to step out of the Senate and not be beat up for standing in the way of these kind of bills. I think that people are going to be sensitive that there is an election coming up a year from now, and they need to do what's best for the American people and not pander.
And so I guess what you're saying is we're going to see the Keystone Pipeline built, and the approval for this, you suspect, is going to come before the end of the year?
I would expect that it will come before the end of the year, and I will also predict, if it does not come by the end of the year, that the new members of Congress 2 years from now will then get it done.
All right. Congressman Louie Gohmert.
They'll replace the one that are obstructionists.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate your being here. I know the Keystone
Pipeline,
XL Pipeline is a big issue for a lot of people, and we saw labor rallying. I mean, members of the AFL-CIO today rallying in Washington saying, let's get this thing built. Thank you, sir.
Well, Adam, we welcome the president sending all those union workers the Republican way. We appreciate the president for that.
All the best to you, sir. Be well.
Thank you.